was at Hewlett-Packard when I was an electrical engineer out of college. I worked at Hewlett-Packard for 10 years. And during that time, I started drawing cartoons just for situations that were happening at work. And they kind of caught on, and I got pretty popular at Hewlett-Packard. And I even had a couple of them published. And I got 360 of them sitting in a filing cabinet up in Oroville somewhere. So at the end of August, I started getting these cartoon ideas. They were just popping in my head. So I got out my pencils and this is the first one I've drawn in 20 years. So it's got some rough edges to it, and I did in ink, which I don't use anymore because I don't like ink. But this captured my feeling when I came to the Lord on August 3rd. I think back on my childhood, and I went to church and knew Jesus and all the stories, and I could imagine angels, all the pictures I saw. But it was never more than just a story to me. It never grabbed me, it never clicked. Okay, so I wrapped my head around the atheist mindset, and I was an atheist. And for the next 40 years, until August 3rd, 2011, at 8 o'clock at night, I know the precise moment, I stopped being an atheist. But I wasn't a Christian yet. I knew there was a God, but I didn't know, what do I do now, basically? I know there's a God, what do I do now? Well, my wife, through her pastor in Oroville, found Pastor Jesse for me to talk to. And that was the following Saturday, I think. I don't remember exactly what time it was, but during that conversation, he got me to say the sinner's prayer, and I accepted Jesus in my heart. And at that moment, I became a Christian. And I still am today, but I've got a lot to learn. My atheism has basically destroyed my marriage. I have caused great injury in her heart. And a couple of days ago, we're divorced now. But I still prayed to the Lord to somehow show me the way to heal that so we can be back together again. But she is a very good Christian woman. She's the most honest person I've ever known. But I just caused too much damage. On the night I found out that she didn't love me anymore, I was just devastated. My life was just shattered. Because she was always the center of reality to me. And then that was gone. And I'm going through my mind, how did I come to this? How did this happen? And my whole marriage started replaying in my mind, and just how one thing led to the next, which led to the next. And I realized it wasn't random. It happened in a sequence. And it culminated in losing the most important thing in my life, was her love. And at that moment, it clicked. It added up to me. I could see the guiding hand of God. He's been calling to me for 28 years, just quietly guiding me to that moment where I was just stripped of everything. And that's when I knew he was real. And Paul says that the scales fell from his eyes, and I'm not saying that happened to me, but for me it was like a lightning bolt hit me. Just all of a sudden it all added up, and I could see that he was guiding me back to him. And at that moment I knew he was real. But I rejoice in the Lord. I know he's there. I know heaven awaits me. And I'm glad he's called me back to him.